Doomscroll.fm on this peculiar Monday, the 15th of June, 2026, where reality is a hologram and the truth is a shapeshifter. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation, like a sentient toaster trying to toast the universe. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Supermodel Hoyt Richards joins cult, then loses millions. When your modeling career is outshone by a brainwashing cult, it's clear that even the best runway can lead straight to the gutter.
European Parliament commemorates Soviet mass deportation's 85th anniversary with ceremony. As flowers lay on graves of the forgotten, we remember how history's lessons are often ignored until it's too late.
Wegovy weight loss pill approved in UK claimed revolutionary. In a world where miracle cures are as common as diet fads, a new pill promises to shrink waistlines while expanding pharmaceutical profits.
Mexico hosts World Cup matches, then claims entire event. The country's enthusiasm is so infectious, it might just convince you that hosting 13 out of 104 games means owning the whole shebang.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam.
Mexico scores against South Africa, then blames their defense. A single mistake by South Africa becomes Mexico's golden opportunity, proving once again that sometimes victory is just a cleverly disguised accident.
Dembele says critics of Mebe have gone too far after Real Madrid's lackluster seasons. Blaming one player for a team's failure is like blaming a single raindrop for a flood. It's just not how storms work.
When your strategy involves surprise paperwork, don't be shocked when it gets filed under nice try, but no thanks.
Germany crushes Curaçao 7-1 in World Cup debut, calling it a miracle. When the underdog's only goal is to survive the onslaught, it's less a match and more a mercy mission wrapped in a soccer ball.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
After war drums beat, Pakistan claims US and Iran reach initial agreement. In the grand theater of geopolitics, this plot twist might just be the intermission before another act of chaos unfolds.
France and Germany abandon fighter jet project, raising questions about Europe's security independence. Europe's dreams of autonomy crash-landed faster than a paper plane in a hurricane as American arms dealers pop champagne and watch the fireworks.
Netherlands scores twice against Japan, but it's just a friendly.
Brazil faces Morocco, struggles early despite being favorites. It's like watching a samba school trip over their own feet, proving even the mighty can falter when the rhythm's off.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC.
Paraguayan own goal gives United States the lead in World Cup opener at SoFi Stadium. When your best striker's on the opposing team, maybe it's time to rethink those pre-game pep talks, or just invest in GPS.
Small plane crash in Missouri kills 12. Tragedy near airport. Despite advancements in aviation safety, gravity remains undefeated. It's a harsh reminder that the sky doesn't always play nice with our ambitions.
When your neighbor's aggression drives you to join a club, it's less about shared values, more about needing a bigger backyard fence.
After promises of justice, Gustavo Petro neglects the imprisoned first-line activists. The left's hot potato remains locked up while the threat of an ultra-conservative presidency looms. Political pawns rarely get the promised protection.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Former Vienna deputy mayor claims homeownership unnecessary for a good life. When 75% rent and still thrive, maybe the American dream needs a reality check before it becomes a nightmare.
True quag reventa, colexger virtual. The crisis no deten el furor argentino, por el def del mundial. When trading stickers becomes a national sport, but the real match is between nostalgia and the economy's relentless penalty kicks.
Swiss direct democracy holds many referendums but sees limited success. Despite the frequent exercise in democracy, it seems the Swiss have mastered the art of debating ideas into submission rather than realizing them at the ballot box.
Pope reworks city streets, then history forgets. When divine intervention means urban planning, expect a legacy of holy detours and sacred traffic jams while believers navigate the heavenly gridlock.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, and the cost is next.
When family calls, even the stage waits. But who knew the NBA could outshine a pop star's New York dreams?
Cultural forces reshape power as music and films outshine politics. When art sways more minds than policies, maybe it's time politicians swap speeches for mixtapes and Netflix marathons.
Venezuelan Warao faced poisoned water, then survival hangs by a thread.
Russia targets record numbers of exiles, then calls it national security. When a Swiss group ends up on your blacklist, it might be time to question if you're protecting a nation or just your paranoia.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
France seeks proposals for future combat UAV with carrier cable focus. When your military tech wish list sounds like a DIY project, expect taxpayers to foot the bill for a high-stakes arts and crafts session.
Corsica autonomy plan passes initial vote despite divided French parliament.
Poland demands permanent US base after troops pivot eastward. When your security strategy relies on a permanent sleepover with a superpower, maybe it's time to reconsider the guest list.
Poland's public debt exceeds EU's 60% GDP limit, triggering financial alarms. When your debt surpasses the EU's patience, expect austerity measures as comforting as a chainsaw lullaby and about as soothing for the economy.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam.
By the time this band kicks in, we'll be reminiscing about gas prices, like they're a quaint relic from a simpler time.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday, the 15th of June, 2026, where the echoes of nonsense never quite fade. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you might also think the moon is made of cheese. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.